The 412th Test Wing, along with Air Force Global Strike Command and industry partners, held an expanded carriage demonstration with the B-1B Lancer bomber at Edwards Air Force Base, California. The demonstration showcased the feasibility of increasing the B-1B weapons capacity to integrate future advanced weapons. The two potential programs, external carriage and long bay options, would allow the B-1B to carry weapons externally, significantly increasing its magazine capacity for munitions, as well as adding larger, heavier munitions, such as hypersonic weapons. The purpose of the demonstration was to show that we're still able to move the bulkhead from the forward intermediate bay to the forward location, increasing the intermediate bay capacity from 180 inches to 269 inches, said Lieutenant Colonel Dominic Ross, B-1B Program Element Monitor, AFGSC. Additionally, we demonstrated that we can still carry weapons externally on 6 of the 8 hard points, which increases our overall carriage capacity. It increases the magazine capacity of the B-1B. Currently we can carry 24 weapons internally, now it can be increased to potentially 40 based on what type of pylon we would create, Ross said. This gets the B-1 into the larger weapons, the 5,000-pounders. It gets it into the hypersonics game as well. Ross said that the B-1B was designed with 8 hard points to carry weapons, as well as a movable bulkhead. For the select industry partner Open House of sorts, a B-1B was loaded up with a mock-up hypersonic missile attached to the same smart bomb-capable conventional rotary launcher now used in the B-52H's weapons bay. In addition, a joint air-to-surface standoff missile, also known as the AGM-158 JASSM, was attached to the same hardpoint that currently carries the sniper targeting pod as an example of how the Bone's latent hardpoint attachments can be used to carry high-end weaponry. The JASSM and B-1B combination was the all-star of the multinational cruise missile strikes on Syria in April of 2018. The small-diameter bomb 2, also known as Stormbreaker, was also on display at the event. If it was integrated on the B-1B, it could potentially carry throngs of these all-weather precision glide bombs at one time. In some cases, this would allow the Bone lay waste to entire airfields, port facilities, armored formations, and other large target sets with pinpoint precision on a single pass, while also staying outside the heart of enemy air defenses. This demonstration occurred at a very interesting time in the B-1B's service life. During the Obama administration, there was an initiative that looked to potentially convert the type into arsenal ship of sorts, loaded with a larger number and larger variety of precision-guided munitions, including long-range standoff weaponry. Before that, the B-1R Supercruising Region bomber upgrade was also floated, a potential initiative that also would have seen external stores stations be used operationally as mission requirements dictate. Neither of these programs came to fruition. Fast forward to today and the B-1B fleet has found itself in an amazingly poor readiness condition. It has also been the source of headlines as of late due to systemic issues with critical life safety systems that have led to its grounding on multiple occasions for significantly long periods of time. The fleet is now being dug out of its dilapidated state by taking a much-needed pause in deployments, but its future remains, well, up in the air, to a certain degree. Even though it is slated to serve into the 2030s, at which time the B-21 Raider will replace it in full. Just this week the USAF brass hinted that it will once again look to retire certain legacy systems in order to free up funds for new weaponry and other initiatives. Of the bomber force, the B-1B is the only one at risk of being on the chopping block. It will be interesting to see what comes of all this, but releasing the B-1B from the weapons carriage restrictions that are currently in place due to the configuration of its internal weapons bays may significantly change the Pentagon's rationale for keeping it around in the short and long term. Also, being able to carry more weapons on external stations, and integrating smaller, but more numerous types, like Stormbreaker, may help provide that arsenal ship-like capability that was seen as so attractive just a few years ago. In addition to JASSM, the B-1B is capable of employing its anti-ship cousin, the Stealthy Long-Range Anti-Ship Missile, better known as LRASM. With more hardpoints, it could make the B-1B an even more capable standoff anti-ship strike asset than it already is. These features and the ability to haul around the USAF's new Golden Child, hypersonic weapons, may just give the bone the reprieve that it suddenly finds out it desperately needs.